before we skipped ads, before we DVR'd everything, and long before sponsored content became the norm, commercials were something else.
This is your brain.
We shall prevail.
My body, my body, my body.
They were catchy, they were weird, and sometimes they were better than the shows themselves. It's the 1980s. Your TV has a wood frame. There's aluminum foil on the antenna. And the moment your favorite cartoon ends, here come the commercials.
When you get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Actually, I don't mind spending more for L'Oreal.
But these weren't background noise. These were prime time moments, etched into our memory. In this episode, we're rewinding back to the commercials that shaped the 80s. From unforgettable mascots to over-the-top jingles. These ads didn't just sell cereal and sneakers. They defined a generation. Let's jump back in time. Number 1. Where's the beef? Wendy's, 1984.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
It started with 3 elderly ladies, a tiny hamburger bun, and a question that launched a catchphrase heard around the world. Where's the beef? In 1984, Wendy's went viral before viral existed. The ad poked fun at competitors' skimpy burgers. But what stuck was Clara Peller's unimpressed glare and that unforgettable line. It was quirky, it was funny, and it became part of pop culture overnight, even used in political speeches. This commercial didn't just sell hamburgers, it sold sass, and it reminded us all to ask for more. Number 2. This is Your Brain on Drugs. Partnership for a Drug-Free America, 1987.
This is your brain. This is drugs.
A quiet kitchen, an egg, a hot pan. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Boom, fried egg, message delivered. This 1987 PSA didn't need music, fancy visuals, or dialogue. It gave us shock value in the simplest form and left a lasting impact. Teachers showed it, parents quoted it, and we all remembered it. The 80s were big on anti-drug campaigns, but none hit quite like this one. Number 3. Capri Sun, the drink in the silver pouch, 1988.
Capri Sun fruit drinks. Fruity, cool, adventurous.
You're out at recess, lunchbox in hand. What do you hope Mom packed? Capri Sun. That shiny silver pouch wasn't just a drink, it was a status symbol. In commercials, kids transformed into liquid silver blobs and zoomed through the air like superheroes after one sip. It was wild. It was ridiculous. It was pure 80s sci-fi marketing. Capri Sun promised adventure, and every poke of that straw felt like liftoff. Number 4. The Macintosh, 1984. Apple.
We shall prevail.
Unlike any commercial that came before it, Apple's 1984 ad didn't show a product. It showed a revolution. Directed by Ridley Scott, it aired once, during the Super Bowl. A gray, Orwellian world. A lone runner hurls a hammer into the screen. The message? The Macintosh will set you free. It was dramatic. It was cinematic, and it changed tech advertising forever. People didn't just want a computer. They wanted a movement. Number 5. Silly Rabbit Tricks Are for Kids. Trix cereal, 1980s.
Sweet, delicious Trix, the fruity part of my complete breakfast.
Poor Rabbit. Every commercial in the 80s had us rooting for him, as he schemed, begged, and failed, again and again. And every time those giggling kids reminded him, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. It was playful, repetitive, and just a little bit cruel, but it worked. The Trix Rabbit wasn't just a mascot. He was a cartoon sitcom star, a tragic hero, an 80s icon. Number 6. Now You're Playing with Power. Nintendo, 1989.
When you get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
It's the late 80s. You're in a mall. There's a Nintendo demo kiosk surrounded by kids, and then you hear it. Now you're playing with power. This wasn't just a console. It was a portal. Nintendo's ads were adrenaline-packed, with flashy graphics, rock music, and attitude. They told kids, "You're not just playing games, you're plugging into power." And every time you hit start on that gray controller, you believed it. Number 7. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Vic's Formula 44, 1986.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Soap opera star Peter Bergman appeared in this Vic's ad, looking sincerely into the camera. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. It was an odd flex, but people listened. The line became a punchline, a meme before memes existed. In a decade full of overconfidence and celebrity worship, this ad blurred the lines between fiction and authority. And weirdly, it worked. Number 8. My Buddy Kid Sister, doll commercials, 1985.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes, my buddy.
These commercials didn't just sell dolls, they sold relationships. Boys had My Buddy, girls had Kid Sister. The jingle was heartfelt, and the visuals showed kids taking their dolls everywhere. Bike rides, tree houses, even sleepovers. It was sweet. It was innocent. And for a lot of kids, it was the first time a commercial made them feel understood. Number 9. Because You're Worth It. L'Oreal, 1980.
Actually, I don't mind spending more for L'Oreal because I'm worth it.
In the world of beauty ads, L'Oreal dropped the mic. Because you're worth it. No fluff, no apologies. Just a bold reminder that taking care of yourself wasn't vanity. It was value. In an era when women were entering the workforce in record numbers, this slogan hit home. It wasn't just makeup anymore. It was empowerment. Number 10. Time Life Music Collections. Infomercials, late 1980s.
For the first time ever, the coolest rock and roll hits of all time are together. Time Life Music proudly presents the ultimate oldies but goodies collection.
Call now to order the greatest hits of the 60s and 70s. If you were home sick from school in the late 80s, chances are you saw this. Montages of Elvis, the Supremes, and the Beach Boys, scrolling song lists, operators standing by. Time Life commercials weren't fast or flashy, but they were comforting, like a warm blanket of nostalgia, even back then. They reminded us that music could time travel, and for just 4 easy payments, you could own the past. And that's the thing about 80s commercials. They weren't just ads. They were emotional anchors, flashes of childhood, tiny movies that lived between cartoons, sitcoms, and school nights. Some made us laugh, some made us think, and some are still in our heads decades later. So tell us, which one of these took you right back? Drop your favorites in the comments, and if we missed one, shout it out, because this series isn't over yet. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more nostalgic deep dives. Until next time, stay tubular, stay classic, and never underestimate the power of a good commercial.